What is up, guys? I'm back with the Week 3 NFL predictions. Last week was pretty interesting. There were a couple upsets in there, at least to me, like the Rams versus the Redskins and the Dolphins versus the Chargers, but most of it was pretty predictable. So let's move on from that and go on to this week's picks. I'll try and do it under 5 minutes once again, make it nice, short, and sweet. And let's get into this. So the Thursday night game is the Rams versus the 49ers. I've got the Rams winning in this one. I think Gurley is quite dominant. The 49ers offense is not very good. They're the worst with 232 yards per game. And the Rams defense is like pretty average with 305 yards allowed per game. So I've got the Rams going in that one. Sunday, we've got the Ravens versus the Jaguars. I like the Ravens. Their defense has been nuts. They've forced 8 interceptions in 2 games, allowed 10 points. The Jags are similar to the Bengals and the Browns. I don't expect them to have a great game, so I like the Ravens in this one. Texans versus Patriots. Number 1 offense versus an okay defense. I like the Patriots in this one, of course. Yeah, Houston's got the 30th ranked offense, which is just atrocious compared to the Patriots offense. And I mean, as long as Gronk is there, which he might not be, as long as he's there, though, they're going to be pretty dominant. Moving on, Giants versus Eagles. This should be a good game, but I like the Eagles. They're the 5th best offense right now, nearly 300 passing yards per game, and the defense is actually okay as well. So I like the Eagles. The Giants are still looking a little bit sloppy, even with OBJ back, but I just think the Eagles will outdo them in this one. Browns versus Colts. This is like the 2 worst teams going up against each other. Well, not worst, but 2 pretty bad teams. I like the Browns. I think they're going to get their first win. The Colts won't have Andrew Luck this week. The Browns, really, to me, haven't looked that bad. They've played some good teams, like the Ravens. And the Colts, they are just kind of in trouble right now. They put up a fight against Arizona, but Arizona's not that good. So I like the Browns. Dolphins versus Jets. This one's a pretty simple one. I don't know if the Jets are even going to win a game this year, so I like the Dolphins. Ajayi's going to destroy that defense, and I think Cutler will kind of get the ball around to each receiver. They'll work the offense, and their defense will provide some stops as well. Buccaneers versus Vikings. This is going to be an awesome game to watch. I like the Vikings, especially if Bradford is back, which they are expecting him back. They're at home. Their offense is much more dynamic when Bradford is in the game. It's going to be close. Buccaneers, I don't have a lot of stats to go off of it's because they've only played 1 week, but it should be close. I think Vikings will pull it out. Broncos versus Bills. I like the Broncos. Broncos are a possession team. They allow 52 rushing yards per game right now, and the Bills are only really a rushing team, so I like the Broncos. Saints versus Panthers. I like the Saints in this one, pulling the upset. Olsen, Greg Olsen went down with an injury. He's out. Saints defense is really, really bad, but I think their 3rd place offense is going to be able to find a way to manipulate that Panthers defense and score a good amount of points. So it's going to be probably an offensive, powerhouse game. But I'm going to go with the upset with the Saints. Steelers versus Bears. I like the Steelers in this one. The Bears are having trouble moving the ball. They've got injuries all over the offense. They're allowing around 237 yards per game, which is actually pretty good, but they haven't played the best of opponents, and the Steelers, with all their weapons, are going to put up a lot of points, I believe. So I like the Steelers. One of the game of the week candidates could be the Falcons versus the Lions. 2 pretty good offenses, and honestly pretty good defenses as well. The Falcons, I like them in this one. I think they're going to win. This is a lot like Green Bay versus Atlanta, and Atlanta just jumped out to a lead. Lions don't have a huge rushing game where Atlanta does, and so it's really whoever's most efficient at the ball movement is going to win this game, and I think that's going to be the Falcons. Seahawks versus Titans. I like the Titans in this one. The Seahawks aren't home. Their offense is not good looking, to be honest. The Titans shut down Jacksonville, who has a similar kind of offense with not a super strong passing game, more rushing based. Yeah, they shut them down, and so I think the Titans are going to be able to win this game, especially since they're home. If Seattle's home, they have a big advantage, and yeah, but Titans in this one. Bengals versus Packers. Bengals are looking terrible. Dalton, I don't know what's up with him. I would sign Kaepernick over Dalton. But the Packers, I mean, they're going to come back angry from this last loss, and they're going to win. So Packers in that one. Chiefs versus Chargers. I like the Chiefs. This is going to be a good game. They're red hot right now. Red hot right now. They've got the second best offense. The Chargers are great, but they keep on losing in all these close games with the field goals. They lost to Miami through a missed field goal. They're a struggling team. So I think the Chargers are going to put up a fight versus the Chiefs, but I mean the Chiefs beat both the Eagles and the Patriots, two pretty good teams. So yeah, I've got the Chiefs in that one. Raiders versus Redskins. I like the Raiders. This is the 4th offense versus the 26th defense. And the Raiders defense is not too bad. So I'm expecting the Raiders to win. They're looking good. They're looking like AFC championship contenders. I expect them to win that one. For the Monday night game, Cowboys versus the Cardinals. The Cardinals took a big hit with David Johnson going out, and you can see it versus the Colts, who don't have a good defense. They almost lost to him without David Johnson. He's so important to that team that they're just kind of broken up right now. So I've got the Cowboys. They're a lot more stacked. Zeke will bounce back from his bad game. Cowboys all the way for Monday Night Football. So those are my predictions for Week 3. Let me know what you guys think. I'll come out with the Week 4 predictions and Week 4 starts and sits later on, probably next Monday. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.